Welcome to another class of engineering mechanics. So, this is the next question we have. So, wherein we have to calculate the moment of inertia of this given section with respect to the given x and y axis. With respect to the given x and y axis. With respect to the given x and y axis. So, here in this figure, especially this figure is unsymmetric with respect to the given x and y axis. Okay, so this is the in this figure he is asking us to calculate moment of inertia about x axis as well as y axis. And if you see the figure carefully, the figure is either neither symmetric about x axis, neither symmetric about y axis. So what we will be doing here, we have to calculate moment of inertia about x and y axis separately, and we have to calculate it with respect to centroidal x and y axis. So for that, the very first thing is we'll try to find out moment of inertia about moment of inertia about centroidal x-axis. Okay, to calculate this one, we need to first locate the centroid. Okay, we first have to locate the centroid. So how to locate the centroid, how to calculate centroid of these type of figures? See here, I will try to make this figure as 1, this figure as 2, and this one as 3. So it is a combination of 3 figures. So what I'll do first, and this one, this distance will be, if this is 8 centimeter and this is 12 centimeter, so this will be directly 4 centimeter, isn't it? This will be 4 centimeter. What about this height of the triangle? Height of the triangle will be 6 centimeter. Okay, this one is 6 centimeter, right? So this will also be 6 centimeters. Okay, so first we will calculate A1 areas first. That is, A1 is equal to, so side heading will go like this: location of centroidal x-axis. So first what we will do here is A1 is equal to half base into height, isn't it? Was first figure, this one. So half base into height, half base is 4, height is 6, which is equal to 12 centimeter square. What about A2? A2 is a rectangle, isn't it? This one, this is the size of the rectangle is 8 centimeter and height is 6 centimeters, isn't it? So B into H, which is equal to 8 into 6, how much? 48 centimeter square. Similarly A3 is a circle, isn't it? So what is the area of circle? Pi r square is the area of full circle. Semicircle is pi r square by 2. So what happens here? Radius is 3 square whole divided by 2, which is equal to 14.13 centimeter square. So we got the values of areas. Now we will calculate the value of, we are calculating location of centroidal x-axis. So centroidal x-axis means, suppose somewhere here is my centroidal x-axis. So what happens here? I will calculate y bar, isn't it? So first I'll calculate, to calculate y bar we need y1 is equal to, suppose for the centroid of this triangle is somewhere here, so what will be this distance? This distance will be y1. So what is the formula given for that? H by 3, which is equal to 6 by 3, which is equal to 2 centimeters. What about y2? See here, suppose this is the centroid, what will be this distance? 6 by 2, B height by 2, H by 2, which is equal to 6 by 2, which is equal to 3 centimeters. What about y3? Y3 is from here to, or else from here to here, it will be 3 centimeters. So 3 centimeters. We got the value of y1, y2 and y3. Now we will calculate the value of y bar. How to calculate that? A1 y1 plus a2y2 plus a3y3 whole divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. That implies y bar is equal to 2.83. Y bar is equal to 2.83 centimeters. This is our y bar. Now we will calculate our y bar is over, so we can calculate our moment of inertia about centroidal x-axis with respect to their figures, individual figures. That is, ix1 is equal to bh cube by 36. This is the formula for triangle, bh cube by 36. bh cube by 36. So bh cube by 36 means b is how much? 4 into 6 cube whole divided by 36. How much we got? 24 centimeter power 4. 24 centimeter power 4. What about ix2? ix2 is bd cube by 12. bd cube by 12. b is how much? b is 8 into 6 cube whole divided by 12, which is equal to 144 centimeter power 4. We got ix2. Similarly, we'll calculate ix3. ix3 is given by pi r power 4 by 8. Okay, so how much? You got pi into radius is 3, right? Radius is 3. Pi 3 power 4 by 8, which is equal to 31.80 centimeter power 4. We got the values of ix1, ix2 and ix3. Okay, so now what we will do here after this one, we will calculate the values of ix0. Till here we have completed ix1, ix2, ix3. Next what we will do, we will calculate ix0 of first element is equal to ix1 plus a1 d1 square. Okay, so what will happen here? ix0 of first element is first element is equal to 24. ix1 is 24 we got, plus 12 into 2.82 or 83 minus 2 whole square, which is equal to how much? 32.26 centimeter power 4. ix0 of first element we got. Now similarly we'll calculate ix0 of second element. ix0 of second element is equal to ix2 plus a2 d2 square. So what is the value of ix2 we got? ix2 is 144 plus a2 is how much? 48 into y bar minus y1, that is 2.83 minus 3 whole square, which is equal to 145.38 centimeter power 4. This is ix0 of second element. Similarly, ix0 of third element, if you calculate, you will get the value of ix0 of third element as 322. Okay, so once you get all these values, what we have to do, ix bar is equal to ix0 of first element plus ix0 of second element plus ix0 of third element. These three you have to calculate. So we will get the value as 209.78 centimeter power 4 as ix bar. So with the value of y1, y2, y3, with the value of y1, y2, y3 and y bar, you will get the value of moment of inertia about centroidal x-axis. When you calculate y bar with the help of y1, y2, y3, with the help of these three things, we can get the value of ix bar. Okay, Understood? So with the help of y bar or y1, y2 and y3, we'll get the moment of inertia about centroidal x-axis. Now we will calculate moment of inertia about centroidal y-axis. To calculate with respect to y-axis, we need x bar. X bar can be calculated with the help of x1, x2 and x3. Okay. In the next step, we will calculate that one. Fine. So here in this figure, we will calculate moment of inertia about centroidal y-axis. Moment of inertia about centroidal y-axis. Okay. So when you calculate moment of inertia about centroidal y-axis, you need to calculate x bar, x1, x2 and x3. So we'll write here location of centroidal y-axis. So how to calculate location of centroidal y-axis? First is we will calculate, we have a1, a2, a3. These are the values we have already in with us. What are the values of a1, a2 and a3 we have? We have a1 as 12 centimeter square, a2 as 48 centimeter square and a3 as 14.13 centimeter square. These values we have calculated here, isn't it? 12 centimeter square, 48 centimeter square and 14.13 centimeter square already we have calculated. Okay. Now after calculation of a1, a2, a3, we will calculate x1. How to calculate x1? See here, this is the, suppose this is the centroid of this triangle. This is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. So we need this distance. We need this distance. This distance is given as 2b by 3. 2b by 3. So x1 is equal to, if you substitute the values here, this is 4 centimeter and this is 8 centimeter, right? So 2b by 3. The 2b by 3 is given as 2.67 centimeter. What about x2? x2 is, suppose this is the centroid. So from here to here we need distance. So this distance is 8 by 2 is 4 plus 4 is 8 centimeter, right? 8 by 2 plus 4, which is equal to 8 centimeters. So this is 8 centimeters. Then we have x3. So x3 will be, this distance is given as this, the one which is highlighting with black color is given as r minus 4r by 3 pi. This distance is r minus 4r by 3 pi plus 12. So r minus 4r by 3 pi plus 12, which is equal to how much we got? We'll get it as 13.72 centimeters. 13.72 centimeters. Okay, we got the value of x1, x2 and x3. So we'll calculate x bar now. X bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 whole divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. a1 plus a2 plus a3. Once you substitute all the values, you will get x bar as 8.22 centimeters. We got the value of x bar now. So after calculation of x bar, we will calculate y1 now. Okay, I, moment of inertia about centroidal y-axis. So for that we need y1 is equal to hb cube by hb cube by 36. Okay, so hb cube by 36 is how much? 32 centimeter power 4. Similarly, Iy1 is equal to db cube by 12 which is equal to 256 centimeter power 4, IY2. Then IY3 is equal to pi r power 4 by 8, same. So this will be 31.8 centimeter power 4. We got IY1, IY2 and IY. Now next is IY0 of first element is equal to IY1 plus A1 D1 square, where D1 is equal to x bar minus x2, x bar minus x1. Okay, if it is square, then this will be also square. So we'll get the value of IY0 of first element as 401.63 centimeter power 4. Similarly, if you calculate IY0 of second element, we'll get it as 258.32 centimeter power 4. Then similarly, IY0 of third element is equal to 459.3 centimeter power 4. So once you get all the values of Ix0 of first element, second element and third element, then finally Iy bar is equal to Iy0 of first element plus Iy0 of second element plus Iy0 of third element. So once you calculate this one, you'll get Iy bar is equal to 1119.17 centimeter power 4 as Iy bar. Okay, this is how we calculate moment of inertia of different composite figures. This is a composite figure. It is a combination of a triangle, rectangle and a square. Okay, so this is how we calculate. So this is another question wherein we have to calculate moment of inertia of this I section about its base. We have to calculate moment of inertia about its base. In the previous problems, we were calculating moment of inertia either about its centroidal x-axis or y-axis. But here, in this particular problem, we have to calculate moment of inertia of an I section about its base. About its base. This is the base, right? So we have to calculate moment of inertia about its base. So in this also, first we have to calculate our areas. We have to calculate areas. How to calculate that? See here, A1, A2 and A3. Why A1, A2, A3? See here, this is part 1, this is part 2 I am considering, and this is part 3 I am considering. Okay, so A1 is 20 into 1, which is equal to 20 centimeter square. What about A2? 10 into A2 is how much? 20 into 1. This is 20, right? So 20 into 1, which is equal to again 20 centimeter square. What about A3? A3 is 10 into 1. 10 into 1, which is equal to 10 centimeter square. Now we will calculate moment of inertia about its base, right? So we will calculate first y1. Y1 is equal to, suppose this is the centroid of this figure, what will be this distance? Total is 1, so 1 by 2, which is equal to 0.5 centimeter. What about y2? Suppose this is the center of this one, so 20 by 2, you will get this distance as how much? This distance will be 20 by 2 plus this distance, total distance is 1. So 20 by 2 plus 1, which is equal to 11 centimeters. What about y3? This is the centroid. Okay, from here to here distance will be 1 by 2, but I want the distance till base. So this distance is how much? This distance 20 plus this distance is 1. So 20 plus 1, which is equal to 21.5 centimeters. Okay, we got the values of A1, A2, A3 and Y1, Y2, Y3. Now we will calculate, since we have to calculate about its base, right? So when we calculate about its base is nothing but our x-axis. So Ix1 is equal to BD cube by 12. What is the base of first one? 20 into 1 cube whole divided by 12, which is equal to 20 into 1 cube divided by 12 is how much? So it will be 1.667 centimeter power 4. Similarly, what about Ix2? BD cube by 12 again, BD cube by 12. So B is how much there? 1 into 20 cube whole divided by 12. Why we are getting 1 here? See, this is the base B and this is D, BD cube by 12. So 1 into D cube is equal to how much, you tell me? This will be 666.66 centimeter power 4. Similarly, IX3, this is also BD cube by 12. Now what is base there? Base is 10 and height is 1 cube whole divided by 12, which is equal to 0.83 centimeter power 4. So the moment of inertia about its base will be Ix about its base is equal to, is given by the formula. We have formula, that is Ix1 plus A1 Y1 square plus Ix2 plus A2 Y2 square, okay, plus Ix3 plus A3 Y3 square. This is the formula for moment of inertia about its base. So what are the values we got for Ix1? We got the value of Ix1 as 1.66, okay, Ix1 plus what is A1 we have 20 into Y1 is 0.5 whole square. This is first compartment we have completed. Then we have 666.66 plus 20 into 11 whole square plus 0.83 plus 10 into 21.5 whole square. So once you solve this one, you will get 7.71 into 10 power 3 centimeter power 4. This is Ix, moment of inertia about its base. So moment of inertia, when you calculate moment of inertia about its base, you have to continue with this method, okay? What is it? This is the simple method, right? We just have to remember this formula, this one, this the highlighted one, the red one, okay? So this is very, very important when we have to calculate about its base, okay? So this is another question wherein we have to calculate moment of inertia about its base. The section is, this section is said to be L section, okay? So how to calculate this one? Again, we have to divide this part into 1 and 2, okay? This is one part. This is one part, okay? This is part 1 I am considering, the one which is I am highlighting, and another part is part 2, okay? This till here only, till here. This is part 2 and this is part 1, this one, okay? So we'll calculate again A1. What is A1 now? 100 into 20, which is equal to 2000 mm square. What about A2? A2 is nothing but this distance. Since the total distance is 100, if you remove this 20, you will get this as 80 mm. Alright, so 80 into 20, which is equal to 1600 mm square we want. Similarly, we'll calculate Y1. Y1, suppose this is the centroid of this figure, so this distance will be 20 by 2, which is equal to 10 mm. What about Y2? Y2 is the distance. Suppose this is the centroid of this figure, then from here to here distance will be from here to here, from here to here, it will be 80 by 2, 80 by 2 plus 20, which is equal to 60 mm, okay? Now since we are calculating about its base, I will calculate Ix1, which is equal to BD cube by 12, which is equal to 100 into 20 cube whole divided by 12, which is equal to 66.66 into 10 power 3 mm power 4. Similarly, Ix2, which is equal to again BD cube by 12, which is equal to 20 into 80 cube whole divided by 12, which is equal to 853.33 into 10 power 3 mm power 4. So this is how we calculate Ix1, Ix2. Now for the calculation of our final moment of inertia about its base, we have to go with the same solution. That is, what is that formula we have? Ix bar of about I moment of inertia about its base is nothing but Ix1 plus A1 y1 square plus Ix2 plus A2 y2 square. These are the two this is the formula to calculate our moment of inertia about its base. Okay, so what is the value you have to substitute here? 66.66 into 10 power 3 is Ix1. This is what we have. Then we have plus area is 2000 into y1 is 10 square. This is one component. Then Ix2 is how much? You got 853.33 into 10 power 3, right? So 853.33 into 10 power 3 plus A1 y1 square. A1 is how much we got? 1600. What about y1 we have? Y1 is 60 mm square. Y2 is 60 into 60 square. So once you solve these values, you will get Ix naught Ix moment of inertia about its base as 76.87 into 10 power 6 mm power 4. This is the value for moment of inertia about its base. Okay, so with this we have completed our moment of inertia unit. Okay, right. So the formulas will be shared shortly with these videos. Okay, thank you.